She passed away on a Wednesday. The fragrance of flowers lingered in the air as my wife declared that we needed to dispose of everything. Everything, she murmured, avoiding my gaze. It will assist us in our healing process. I remained silent. The funeral had taken place mere hours ago, the earth still soft, our daughter's voice reverberating in the recesses of my mind. Yet I acquiesced with a nod, for silence often proves less complicated than the task of deciphering another's complexities. I entered her room by myself. The pink curtain continued to sway gently in response to the draft. Plush companions, illustrations, books I would read to her during sleepless nights. At that moment, I beheld it. A neatly folded paper nestled within the pages of the unicorn diary resting on her desk. I have opened it. 7 juvenile words. Father, should you come across this message, please check beneath the bed at this moment, and all will become clear. My pulse ceased its facade of tranquility. I descended to the ground and revealed the truth. A shoebox. Within, illustrations await. Correspondence. Invoices. Everything was composed by her. Everything belongs to me, not to her mother. Not a single time. One distinguished itself. A crayon illustration. Simple line drawings of human figures. A young girl clasping my hand. Beaming. Secure. In the shadows, another figure loomed behind them, outlined in dark lines. A female individual. Crimson-hued eyes. A mouth contorted into a jagged scream. The word inscribed above her, my spouse. The letters deepened in hue as I continued to read, increasingly frantic, increasingly fearful. Repetitive phrases. She secures my confinement. He is unaware. Mother expresses frustration when I experience joy. My breath was suspended in a space between denial and an even chillier sensation. This had escaped my notice. I opted to remain unaware of it. Love can obscure one's vision. Grief lays everything open and exposed. In that instant, I began to perceive. I drifted through the days as if I were a specter. Awaken your gaze. Keep your mouth closed, heart still. My wife expressed her grief vocally, in a public manner. Emotions flow with precision. Smiles appeared as the cameras arrived. However, during the night, I observed her. Her reaction when I brought up our daughter's name was telling. She consumed the wine with remarkable haste. She took calls in the bathroom, speaking in hushed tones. I gained access to her cloud storage, recovered deleted messages. A lengthy conversation with an individual saved simply as M. She informed him that it was finally completed. He claimed to have purchased the accident narrative. The child simply would not cease her crying. I refrained from screaming. I did not discard anything. I remained seated. Engaging with literature. As the first light of dawn seeped through the window, the tablet was positioned on the table at the moment she entered. She offered a smile. She savored her coffee. At that moment, she caught sight of it. The message thread is open. She became completely still, then spoke untruths without a flicker of hesitation. That is not authentic. Her hands quivered as she extended them toward the screen. I allowed her to continue without interruption. I have just moved a second folder across the table. This time, it's paper, clinical documentation, her psychological consultations, notes from my daughter's pediatrician, indicators of trauma, irregular bruising. Everything has been disregarded, concealed by her, authored by me. She reclined. She appeared more pale than I had ever witnessed before. What actions will you take? She spoke softly. I gazed at her. In that moment, I ceased to be her husband. The following morning, I presented her with a packed suitcase. Ticket for the flight positioned above. There is a singular path. Depart." She chuckled softly, with a hint of apprehension. "There is no evidence to support your claim." I acknowledged with a nod. "Indeed, you are correct." Subsequently, I presented her with an additional envelope, a flash drive contained within. Each communication, each photograph, each scan, already replicated. It has been sent already to the Department of Child Protection, to the attention of law enforcement, to my legal representative. She ceased her laughter. "You would not?" I inclined my body forward, chilly and serene. "You instilled in her a fear of truly living. Your presence is unwarranted." She cast her gaze in my direction, not with affection, not even in a state of anger, in a state of apprehension. At last. She then exited the room. The residence is now enveloped in a serene silence, excessively pristine, excessively sterile. However, what about her room? I have retained it. The curtains have been left open, the illustrations adorning the wall. The small shoebox remains undisturbed. Inquiries arise regarding my healing process. I affirmatively agree. What remains unspoken is that certain wounds are not destined to heal. Certain truths do not lead to tranquility. They provide clarity. My daughter attempted to alert me. I did not listen at that time. However, I can hear her now. Each evening, I coexist with it. The only thing more painful than betrayal is the silence that follows once the truth has been revealed. I received information. Through the singular voice of significance,